Hello, Taurus. Welcome or welcome back. It's good to see you. I actually got a message for you several days ago. I could tell it was not time to film your reading yet, but the message was really clear and strong, and Spirit is telling me now that it's still totally relevant and I should tell you. So, what came through was that you're having some kind of gut level reaction to someone or something. Your gut is registering the truth of a situation, maybe before the rest of your body is, certainly before your mind is. I'm not sure if it's that your mind really isn't aware of this or it doesn't want to be. Could be a little bit of both. But now that several days have passed, it feels like that gut level awareness is growing and spreading to the rest of your system. When I was sitting in meditation with your energy just a few minutes ago, I heard the word illuminate, and I saw an image of a light in your stomach. And that light is now growing, and I feel like it is now reaching your mind. And as I was pre-shuffling your oracle deck, the awakening card flew right out. And I'm very drawn to the fact that this raven's eye is sparkling. It basically looks like a star. So I do feel like this gut level awareness is now, it's just starting to reach your mind, or your mind is maybe more ready to accept it in some way. Okay. So I would just invite you to pay attention, quite literally, to the physical sensations that are happening in your stomach as you engage with different people, as you move through different situations and environments. Is your stomach churning? Is there a dropping? Is there a tingling, an opening? Anything goes. And then ask yourself the question, if my stomach in this moment was a person, what would they look like? What would they be doing? What are they saying? What do they want me to know? Etc. Okay. I'm also very drawn to the fact that the branches around this raven are circular, or they're forming like an egg shape around the raven. When I see that, I just hear protection. It's like divine protection. And it's interesting because the tarot deck that wants to work with you today is the circular edition Rider-Waite-Smith. So the circle is very important for you right now. Important. There's a lot of symbolism associated with that, obviously. Seeing something from a bigger picture perspective, or having a more holistic point of view. Again, maybe protection, boundaries, something being completed, a cycle closing. I'm seeing the World card, right? Okay. I also had the most bizarre experience when I picked up this deck, just getting it out and ready to go. Almost immediately, I felt like my whole body was lopsided. It was like the left side of my body was simultaneously higher and lower than my right. It's kind of hard to describe, but it was really strong, and it feels almost like you're awakening, you're realizing that something in your life is lopsided. Something is not symmetrical, it is not even or balanced. And this is unsustainable. You don't like this, right? Okay. There is one other oracle card that came out after the awakening card, and it's manifestation. And to me, it looks like this raven and this cat are having some kind of face-off. You're awakening to a truth about a manifestation in your life. Either something you have manifested needs adjusting, I'm hearing reassessing, or something that you have wanted to manifest is now different. So it's like you are facing off with your own manifestation seeing your own manifestation for what it is. And I just keep on seeing in my mind's eye a skeleton. But the skeleton is like dancing and he's all happy, almost like, you know, those dancing skeletons in that old Halloween cartoon. So that makes me think of the death card, right? Or I'm hearing the essential nature of something, realizing or awakening to the essential nature of something. It's been very hard for you, but now that you're really doing it, I think it's liberating. And maybe you're enjoying your own awakening here. Okay, let's keep pulling some oracle cards for you. Is there anything else you want me to say about this manifestation card, Spirit? No. Nope. All right, let's keep going. What else does Taurus need to hear right now? Highest and best messages for Taurus. Reincarnation. Okay. There's another circle. Give me 1 second. Well, it does feel almost like you've been looping on something or replaying something over and over and over again. Maybe just in your head, but maybe quite physically in your life. Something keeps happening. A pattern keeps playing out over and over and over again. But now you're having this kind of, you know, bigger picture meta awareness of the pattern itself. Maybe the pattern that is playing out through this manifestation. So because of the awareness of this pattern, you're stepping into your power to exit it or change it, tweak it. You've grown something. Oh, I'm hearing you've grown something that you've now outgrown. You've grown something that you have now outgrown. It feels like you're saying goodbye. I'm just drawn to the tree here in the center of the circle. I feel like that's your manifestation. You've stepped back from that manifestation, the thing you've grown. It could be a relationship. It could be anything, anything. Life you have created. But now you're detached from it a little bit because you're aware of the patterns within you that fed the manifestation. And now you have this incredible opportunity to really assess, do I want to keep growing this thing? Or am I done? You've outgrown it. What have you outgrown, Taurus? Haha, look at that. It's the skeletons. Resolve. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Yeah, oh my gosh. It's like, well, something's already dead. It's what you've outgrown. That's why you've outgrown it. It's like, it's just the cycle completion. It's just over, right? And the skeletons, they're reaching up. Did this card come out for you in the last reading too? I feel like it might have. It was a while ago. You're reaching for this sense of resolve now. You don't want to keep feeling that lopsided, out of balance, off. It's like something's just off. You don't want to keep feeling that anymore. So you're striving to create resolve within yourself. How can you create resolve relative to this manifestation in your life? Do you need to walk away completely? Is there something you need to say goodbye to? Is the thing you have outgrown something you just need to tweak, right? And those skeletons, they're reaching for a little girl standing on the moon. The sense of resolve will come through incorporating your inner child into your decision making. What does your inner child need that it has not been getting? Foresight. Another cat. Well, this is part of the awareness in your gut, right? And this cat's eye is illuminated, just like the raven's eye. You can see that if you don't make a change here, nothing will change. If you don't make a change, nothing will change. It's like your gut is allowing you to access, I'm hearing pathways. You're literally seeing the future for yourself intuitively or on a gut level. You can see how something will play out. If you do change, if you don't change, I feel like Spirit just wants you to trust in your own intuitive knowing here about what needs to happen in order for you to feel that sense of balance and happiness. 1111 on the timer. You are being given access to this energy of foresight. I'm hearing future knowing and actually predictions. I have a really particular relationship to predictions. That's why I don't really do them here. But I do believe it's possible to tap into future potentials, and I feel like you are being given access to your own future potentials here. And it's very, very important information for you to weave into your being and your decision making. Anything else, Spirit? Pull one more. Okay. Divergence. Yep, it's goes hand in hand with the Reincarnation card. I mean, both trees, there's a circle down there, both the same color. You're going to, I feel like maybe what you're being able to predict within yourself, you could say, is that you're going to diverge. You're going to walk away from something. You're going to create a new path for yourself or choose a new path for yourself. And even, in the divergence card, it's like one half of the tree is fully grown and blooming, just like in the Reincarnation card, and then the other half is dead. It's going to take a lot of energy. It would, it makes sense. It's going to take a lot of energy for you to diverge away from this thing you've outgrown. It's almost like it's going to take a little bit of oomph on your part to be willing to split here. But you're going to do it. You're going to do it. It's almost like it's inevitable. Strength at the bottom of the deck. Have strength to walk away, and there's I don't know if you could really see that, sorry about that, but there's a stag. Working with the energy or the spirit of the stag, the deer, might be very helpful for you. It's interesting that the strength card is also the color blue. There's this big blue blob, like abstract blob, and that makes me think of the throat. Having the strength to speak your truth. That's the thing that's going to take the most oomph here, to just give voice to your truth. And I feel like in the moment that you do that, like that split is just naturally going to happen, and you're going to detach yourself from whatever you've outgrown. Okay, now let's go into tarot. Where do we go from here, Spirit? I just feel like so much, I don't know if I would call it buzzing when I'm connecting with your energy. There's just a lot of energetic movement, but I'm also hearing rearranging. There's energetic rearranging that's happening in your body right now. Because of this awareness, where do we go from here, Spirit? Can you hear that crow outside my window? All right. Show me Taurus's general energy. Show me Taurus right now, Spirit. Ace of Pentacles. I'm hearing you say, here we go. Here we go. Well, inherent in all endings are opportunities for beginning, right? The tattoo on my wrist says, in the beginning it is always dark. And that feels very pertinent or relevant to you. In the beginning it is always dark. It's almost like the cycle that's closing in your life right now. Oh, that's so cool. Like the pentacle, right, is a circle. So inherent in the cycle closing, aka something ending, the pentacle is forming. It's like you are finding that literally inherent in the ending is the potential for the beginning. The potential to grow something new, the potential to grow a new tree, a new form of abundance for yourself. And that hand, that divine hand, that's extending the pentacle towards you, it's bringing me back to the branches around the raven and the awakening card, divine protection or divine guidance. Show me more. And I love, okay, sorry. The more I sit, the more I see. Maybe that's a message for you too. The more you sit, the more you see. The more you sit with something, the more you can't unsee the truth of it, right? That hedge, the kind of gateway in the hedge there, it's beckoning to you. All right. What new opportunity is calling your name? 3 of Cups. And one more here. I mean, for a lot of you, this is definitely relative to relationships, despite the fact that the 3 of Cups is traditionally a very positive card. It's like celebrating friendship, celebrating love or intimate connections with other people, right? I don't feel a good feeling when I look at this card right now in this context. Old relationships are closing out and new ones are coming in. Maybe new forms of relationships you have had are coming in. It doesn't necessarily have to be a whole new person or stranger. It could be a new way of relating to somebody already in your life. So this is circulating around relationships for a lot of you. And 6 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. There's that out of whack, out of balance feeling. Something is not symmetrical. You want balance in your relationships. You want, I'm hearing you want to feel appreciated. You feel like you give a lot. And now I'm hearing you're sick. You're sick of not feeling like it's appreciated. Okay. The scales are here. Makes me think of Libra. If you have major Libra placements, maybe go watch that reading too. Or if you're just intuitively guided, always listen to that intuition. The energy of Libra is important for you. It's like you're reassessing what balance really looks like for you in your relationships. And of course, part of this is realizing that maybe your own relationship to yourself has been imbalanced in some way. Okay, so what's the challenge that Taurus is now facing, Spirit? Challenge that Taurus is now facing. Ha! It's the Hanged Man, but I pulled it directly upside down. I mean, directly just like this. Look at that. Awakening. That light of awareness around your mind. The challenge is surrendering to the truth in your gut because your mind is struggling to accept it. Why is that? Why is that? Why is it difficult for your mind to see or accept what your body already knows? I mean, truths are sometimes harsh to accept. I know, it's understandable. It's also... Okay, also, so many things. Okay, the legs of the Hanged Man, when turned upside down like this, are very reminiscent of the figure in the world card, that, you know, dancer figure. So it's bringing up the world card again. Give me 1 second here. There's something you don't need to wait for anymore. But some part of you feels like you should be waiting. The Hanged Man normally would be about almost like a forced pause. Spirit saying, hang on, there's something here you need to surrender to, or you have to slow down, pause before moving forward, see things from a completely different perspective. But now it's upright. So it's like Spirit is saying, you know what you know, what you know. You don't have to wait anymore to take action on what you know, right? Hopefully that makes sense. But it's challenging for you. Give me one more here. The one thing about this deck is that it's a little bit hard to shuffle because it's circular, it kind of flies around everywhere. Yep, 5 cups. Something's over. Something, this manifestation, what you've outgrown, it did not go the way you anticipated. And maybe it's reminding you of past hurt as well. You're not taking action yet on this awareness because you're still processing the pain of the fact that it's over. That's okay. That's all right. Five of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are afraid of being lonely. This is like a huge, huge theme right now in the collective. Sinking into the wisdom of loneliness. Some of you maybe are afraid of, financially struggling. As your relationship dynamics change, your financial situation may also be changing. That could be for some of you. Give me 1 second. It just feels like you have the power to get yourself out of this situation that is so lopsided. Why is this the challenge? Why is this the challenge for Taurus right now, Spirit? 34, the Empress. But I pulled her kind of upside down. Not directly, but more upside down than not. Maybe you're feeling creatively blocked. Some of you might be feeling disconnected from your own juicy feminine creativity. That life force energy within you that can give life. The life in you that gives life. That force in you that grew the tree in the Reincarnation card. You're probably just feeling a little bit detached from that right now. Probably because of all the emotions that are coming up as a result of this ending. Okay? So that's all right. That's all right. Just bring awareness to that. Awareness itself is often all it takes to change a pattern, right? So what's the advice? I mean, you want to create something new. I feel like you want to take that Ace of Pentacles, that new potential for growth that you're so aware of now. You want to do something with it, but maybe you're not quite sure. You're not sure. Well, I'm hearing you're not sure how to move. You're not sure how to move, maybe physically. You're not sure what physical actions to take to capitalize on this new potential or to nurture this new seed of potential into a brand new tree. What is that? Well, I'm hearing like writer's block. That might be quite literal for you, or it could be symbolic. It's that kind of energy of writer's block, feeling your own potential, but like not being able to get it into a flow, right? So what's the advice, Spirit? What's the advice for Taurus at this time? What? Why am I... Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I just heard lemonade. So I'm gonna whittle that down to the energy of lemon. Maybe some of you literally want to drink lemonade or eat lemons. Lemon, of course, makes me think of your gut. Oh, well, your gut. Duh. Yellow. Solar plexus. Like recharging your solar plexus. You guys. That's the Fool. That's a lot of yellow. I'm hearing free yourself. Free yourself from the old loop, the old pattern, the old manifestation. Walk through that gateway in the hedge in the Ace of Pentacles. And as I always say, when the future is so very, very unknown, it's an invitation for you to lean even more deeply than ever before into your intuitive knowing and your body's cues. This Fool is not overthinking. This Fool is not in his head. He is in his body. He's like those dancing skeletons, right? You've freed yourself of dead, well, Spirit wants you to free yourself of dead weight so that you can be light as a feather and free. It's obviously number 0, yet another circle. Couple more. It does feel like Spirit is telling you, Spirit is guiding you very particularly or strongly in a certain direction. If you can kind of, maybe the key here is not to try and create a flow state, but to surrender to the flow state that Spirit already has paved for you. Judgment. Yeah. More symbolism here of death and spirit literally calling you back to life. Maybe you're being reincarnated as we speak. Metaphorically. There is a calling. There's a calling. It's tied right into that little white dog in the Fool card, which is spirit. Giving you little hints, right? Make a judgment call. Oh, okay. 5 of Wands. Also as part of your advice here. Yeah, I'm just hearing you say, like, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Spirit wants you to be a little feisty, I feel. Don't let the weight of the emotions that are coming up drag you down. Obviously feel them and process them. Journal them out. Speak them. Give voice to them. Always. But at the same time, also access this part of you that's like a little feisty. This part of you that's not afraid to fight back or speak that truth, even though it might cause conflict. Okay. Okay. Let's get a journal prompt for you from my journal prompt deck. And then we'll get a closing message and we'll be done. Journal prompt for Taurus, please, Spirit. Okay. List 10 things that you are grateful for. Notice how you feel before and after doing so. So notice how you feel first before you make the list. Scan your body. What's happening? Is there tightness? Is there tension? What's going on in your gut? What emotions are present? And then make that list. And then do the scan again. Notice how it changes things. And make sure these things that you're listing, you're really, really grateful for. Like deeply, profoundly grateful for. So this is an invitation for you to shift your focus. Maybe it ties back to that 5 of Cups, right? The 5 of Cups is always an indication that processing your heavier emotions is one thing. Notice whether or not it's really that you're processing them versus ruminating. Processing is not ruminating. So maybe there is a little bit of rumination here, and shifting your focus to what you're really, really, truly grateful for. That will help you to kind of maybe tap into that spunky, feisty part of you that's like, yeah, you know what? No, I can create my own happiness. I can tap into joy now, and that will help to give me the strength to exit what I've outgrown. Joy and gratitude to me is also 100% tied to the solar plexus. So I would invite you to work directly with your solar plexus in any way you're called. Clear it, strengthen it, talk to it. As I said in the very beginning, we have come full circle. Closing message from a compendium of Witches' Oracle. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my readings are getting longer. My readings are starting to get, it's totally organic. Obviously, I'm not doing this on purpose, but I've just noticed that. Kind of like it. Cornucopia, number 42, which reduces to 6, taking me back to the 6 of Pentacles. This is how you feel when you're in balance. When things are no longer lopsided in your life, abundance reigns. Let's see what the guidebook says. Abundance, worth, possessions. The cornucopia, also known as Horn of Plenty, features often in classical lore and iconography. In ancient Greek tradition, the primordial goddess Gaia was commonly depicted with one, and so was the goddess Demeter, who presides over the abundance of the earth, and the Roman goddess Fortuna, personification of luck and prosperity. The cornucopia card evokes images of wealth, abundance, fortune, and material possessions. The Ace of Pentacles that you are holding in the palm of your hand right now, that new potential for growth that you can feel, this is what it could become. Do not doubt that. You have that foresight, remember? Trust it. Okay, Taurus. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, I'll be putting that journal prompt in the description box along with a bunch of others, so be sure to check them out. They'll help you to process everything and take your inner work a little deeper. I'll see you next time.